Hello, I'm Fast Lawyer. Today we're doing a Let's Play and early impressions for Jank VR, a game that was released on the Steam store in early access August 16th, 2023. It normally retails for $2.99, and I bought this game. I'm testing it out on the Meta Quest 2 using Link Cable. And I have everything on max, I believe. And I am getting, pretty steady, 90 frames per second. Sometimes it might be 89 or 88, but, pretty steady. Nothing noticeable as far as frame rate drop. So, this is, obviously not the best looking game. So, at least it runs well on PC VR. This is a physics sandbox game. I believe if you just play the game normally, I believe it just starts off with one map, and then by playing it, you unlock another map. And I believe at the end, there's 4 official maps. Plus, there's some secret maps they can find. Here's the secret menu that I found, and you can add some more maps. Now, the developer says there's 12 secret maps, so I haven't found all of them. But again, this is just early impressions, not a full review. I have everything on max on my RTX 3080. And like I said, for the most part, I'm getting around 90 frames per second. Let's go ahead and let's just go into the first map. So it says interactable testing area. So you just click on the button. Now, one thing I can right off the bat, the visuals aren't great. And also the UI is really ugly. They're just basically little buttons that you touch. So I'm not a fan of the UI. I'm not a fan of the visuals. And after playing a little bit around this game, I can tell you that, I've played, several different physics sandbox games. And, this would be honestly among the most underwhelming that I've played. And I'm struggling to figure out why this one has a lot of positive ratings on the Steam store. I don't get it. For example, now let's click on settings here. Let's click on room. There we go. So you can enable the mirror. So obviously blue is on. This is my character. I believe it puts on random clothes. Disable the second area. I don't know why you'd want to do that. That might open up a secret area though. So keep that in mind. You can crouch. You have full locomotion. You have smooth turning. So as far as locomotion, that's great. But there just really isn't a whole lot to do in this physics sandbox, or at least not much that I found interesting. So obviously you have different objects you can interact with, but what is the point? Really, what is the point? And by the way, you can jump. In fact, let's just pick up these items so we can get across. And let's go. Okay, so we got out of that little room, and then we go into this bigger play area. And obviously, you can actually jump through here. What will happen is you'll fall through the map, and then you'll just respawn. But for what or why? I have no idea. And then you have to obviously do all this again. So you probably don't want to do that. But yeah, I would say Jank Cube is the appropriate name because the game is pretty janky. Now, there are 2 hammers here. One's for deleting and one is for cloning. But we actually want to delete stuff. So notice that if I have one hand, I can't carry it right. So you need to have 2 hands on it. Now I can move a lot better with it. So, that's the physics. So, this is a pretty simple physics game. But, there's just not a lot of interesting things to do in this game. Like I said, it's very underwhelming. This is physics that we've seen done better in older games that just do it a whole lot better than this one. And the whole thing seems a little pointless to me. I don't get it. Like, I really don't understand why this one has so many positive reviews. Like, okay, you have this, and you have a crowbar. Okay. Okay. I mean, if you find that physics interesting, maybe this is a sandbox game for you. But to me, this is stuff that's been done since, 2017 VR at least. I mean, there's really nothing innovative here. This has all been done. And I don't even know what is the point of some of these. Like, what is the point? Is it just to see how stuff gets knocked off? And here's a clone pit. So if you want to make a clone, why do you want to do that? I don't know. We can just. There you go. I made a clone. Okay. Or like this basketball game, like it's not bad, but it doesn't even keep score. And look at the hoop; it's not even. These graphics are just not good looking. Let's make a clone of a basketball. I'm just struggling to find what the purpose of this game is. Like the physics just aren't interesting at all. Like, okay, so I scored a basket, so what? There's a ton of VR games with better basketball physics than that. Or this bowling game, let's try that. Okay, again, there's tons of bowling games in VR with better physics than that. So I just don't get it. I don't get why this game has a bunch of positive reviews on Steam. It doesn't make sense to me. And you can click this button to spawn a bunch of cubes, okay? But why? What's the point? How is this fun for anybody? This is what I'm failing to see. And apparently this game has a rabid fan base. Several fans of this game. I don't know if they're just all family members of the dev or what's going on, but yeah, come on. This is old physics. This is stuff that's been done for a long time in VR. Again, what is the point? What is the point? Seems pretty pointless to me. I just don't get it. Again, this is just the first room, but unfortunately, I found that the rooms are there's some differences and there's a little bit of a story here, but at the end of the day, the gameplay really doesn't change. It's just more of this, which it's just not interesting. It's only $3, so keep that in mind. This is very budget price. So at $3, obviously, we're gonna lower our expectations. But even at the low expectations I had for this game, this game underwhelmed me, and I just don't see the point. Okay, so I mean, is this just to see the flashlight? I mean, we've had flashlights in VR for many years. What is the point of this? What is the point? Why did they disable the rest of the map? Okay. Oh, we don't want to do that. Yeah, we want to open the spawnable area. Yes. Okay, so this is the end of the area here. And as you can see, it has the ugly UI. It just keeps repeating the gameplay. Like, what is the point of this? Just to knock him down? Okay. So what? I mean, the cubes change color. Okay, I guess. I'm just not that easily entertained. I need more. And like I said, there's a ton of VR sandbox games. And I would say this is the most underwhelming one that I've played. Okay, so we made a bunch of cones. Okay. And the sounds just aren't very good. The dummies can't even stand up on their own. I mean, what's the point? No, seriously, what is the point of this? I just don't get it. Even with multiplayer, if you play with your friends, I don't see how this could be fun. I would get bored within minutes, and I did get bored within minutes of playing this game because I was expecting more, and it just never got better. It was just more of the same. But let's go to a different level so I can show you what this game has to offer, and you can tell me. So if you don't agree with what I'm saying, let me know in the comments what I'm missing out on. What am I missing from this game? Let me know in the comments, because honestly, I don't see what's good about this game at all. I just don't see what's positive about this. And again, you can jump down here if you want. There we go. We're going to jump off. And this time we're going to go... Oh, I'm going to start here again. But for what reason? Let's go to settings. Let's go to disable the second area. Why? Let's go to the return to the main menu. Okay, let's go to the secret menu. And, there's a little bit of a story here, but, it just really isn't that interesting. And, like I said, I have map 5 and map 6 here. Let's go check out map 5. I warned you, you must leave. Go through this gate. A weird thing here is that there's like an invisible barrier here. You can't actually grab the dog or the doll. So there's like an invisible barrier right here. But okay, he's changed some of the textures, but what's exciting about playing here? I like I said, it's just a lot more of the same. You can disable the lighting. Where's the flashlight? We don't have a flashlight. We can't really see all that well. By the way, the MP3 player, you actually use your own music. Disable every interactable. Okay, let's just go through the portal. But yeah, I mean, I just don't see the point. I might show one more level just to show that the gameplay really doesn't change. There's one toy where you can actually climb on the wall, sort of. It sort of works, not really well. I've seen it done better in other games, but again, we have the same hammers here that we used earlier. I mean, there's the use of the escalators, but again, using escalators is not new in VR. This has been done since at least 2017, if not earlier. So I don't get it. I don't know what the point of this is. And no, you can't make it disappear. This is the one thing you can't make. Okay, here's some stuff that's worth checking out. Okay, so I mentioned earlier we can climb up on the wall. That's probably the most interesting thing about this game. So let's go ahead and do that. It's not easy though. Like, it's not as intuitive as some other games. Like, it's done better in other games. Okay, there we go. We're on the wall now. So, yeah, this is the most interesting thing about this game. The most interesting physics toy. But like I said, it's done better in other games. This is one of the clunkiest ones I've used, or jankiest. So, Jank Cube, yeah, this game is janky for sure. I would say that. But is it fun? No, I don't think so. And, I've broken all this. I don't know. There might be a secret there, but I don't know. I almost don't even care about unlocking any more secrets because, the first 2 secret levels I unlocked, there just isn't anything interesting here. It's just more of the same. Let's go to one more level, and then we'll call it quits. But I think you'll see that what I said is correct, that there just isn't a whole lot here. Okay, you can turn off the lights, okay. I guess. Reload the level, let's go return to the main menu. Let's go to map 3. I think that's one of the more interesting ones. Map 4, I don't know what you do in map 4. But you see, it's just more of the same. It looks a lot like map 1. there's like a little mannequin here. I think that's the main difference. I didn't see this guy. And there's some buttons here. Let's go ahead and press them. Okay, there we go. And there's like a pipe here. That was the other difference. There was no pipe earlier. But why? What does it do? I don't think it does anything. What do these do? I don't think they do anything. I mean, this is basically the game. But I just don't find that interesting at all. Honestly, it feels like they took a lot of free assets from the asset store and just put it in this game. That's the only thing I can figure. I mean, like I said, I just don't find this game interesting. It's not fun to play. I don't get it. Why it has a bunch of positive... I think all reviews on Steam are positive right now. I'm going to be the first negative one. But I just don't get it. I don't know what the point of this game is. Every other physics sandbox game I played in VR is a lot better, you know? Gmod is a lot better. I'd rather play Gmod in VR without the official VR support. You know, you can play Gmod in VR, but obviously it doesn't have official support, so it just isn't very, very good because of that. But, you know, it's a lot more interesting to play in VR than this, you know. But, yeah, I mean, out of all the open sandbox physics game I played in VR, this would be the worst. And these ragdolls can't even stand up on their own. Like, stand up? No? Okay, alright. Okay, well, I mean, what's interesting about... I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get this game. And like I said, this looks like it's taken from an asset store and just plugged in here for no reason. Why is this here? I have no idea. It doesn't make any sense. What does this add to the game? Yeah, I don't get it. I don't know. Just more basketball of different sizes. Oh wow. It's only $3, so you know, I hate to, you know, be so negative on a game that's only $3. But honestly, if this were free to play, I still wouldn't play it. So, you know, I can't recommend this game when I don't even think it's worth the download being free. And I don't think it's worth $3. You know, there's nothing here that's interesting, especially for a VR veteran. Maybe if you're new to VR, you might find this interesting, but I would say there's much better physics game. Even on the Oculus, I don't know if you remember the old Oculus Rift store, there was a free game that was just like a toy box. You just play with different toys. That was a lot more fun. That was totally free. Why, you know, Meta or Facebook doesn't bring those old games from the Rift store that were free to Meta, I have no idea, but that's a whole lot more fun than this. You know, and that's from 2017, so yeah, I can't recommend this game. I don't even get it. Honestly, I don't know why this has so many positive reviews. It's only $3 though, so you know, some people obviously enjoy it. I don't know why. I don't understand it. Probably never will. And if I had to rate this game, I'd give it a 3.5 out of 10, which is a very low score for me, but I just do not see the merit to this game. I really, really don't. I mean, what's the point? Disable the blast door? Disable the light. The MP3 player, you need MP3 songs in the folder for it to work. Disable the elevated areas. Okay. By the way, you can walk faster. Let's go to this last part here. Oh no, this doesn't do anything. It's just, you might think the fighter doll might be interesting, but look at this. This is pretty sad. I mean, what are you supposed to do? Are you kidding me? Are you real? No, I wouldn't download this if this were free. I paid $3. Obviously, I regret the purchase. I'm not going to refund it. I almost feel bad for the dev, but why this has so many positive reviews on Steam, I don't know. It seems a little fishy to me. This just isn't a good game. And like I said, if I have to rate it, again, this is early impressions. I haven't explored. I don't know if I've uncovered all the secrets. The Steam store page says there's more secret areas that I haven't found. I think it says, I forgot how many it said. I think it said 10 or it might have said 12, but I've only found 6 maps. So, 4 normal maps and then 2 secret maps. So I don't know, but it's been all the same to me. I haven't noticed any differences. Just random stuff thrown together. It's what the maps look like to me. So I don't recommend this. And like I said, if I have to rate it early impressions, not a full review, I'd give it a 3.5 out of 10. I just don't find the merit here. Anyways, I'm Fast Lawyer. This has been my Let's Play early impressions for Jank QVR. And yeah, it is janky, but even worse, it's not fun. And it's not interesting. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.